Today is January 19th, 2026. My project today is going to R&R this piece on a 2008 Honda Accord. All the videos I saw online required take this off, take this whole panel off, door panel, unplug the electrical here for that, and maybe something else, I forget, but I got really bored while I was watching it and it seemed like it was going to take too long. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do surgery here and see if I can take this out without taking the panel on and add the other one back when I'm done. Okay. Okay, here's the replacement to make this look pretty again. So hopefully I'll be able to cut this out and snap this in somehow without having to take everything apart. So pause.
2.
All right, let the surgery begin. The reason I'm doing this is because why not at least try? If I have to take the door panel off anyways, I would probably try to do the lazy person's way, which I'm pretty good at. But I'm going to see how this goes. That's pretty sticky on there. I was hoping it would just kind of rip up and according to the other little replacement piece, there's like this is like a hard plastic piece under here. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was actually fun. It's like peeling a sunburned skin off. Maybe not quite, but so all I have to do is figure out how to surgically remove this plastic piece, and that might require some kind of drilling process, which I don't mind doing. Oops, check that out. All right, check that out. Ouch. This is my first YouTube video, by the way. Thanks for watching. All right, let's see. I gotta create a gap so I can get in here without doing any major damage inside. All right. Huh. Looky here. So what's underneath this is just a bunch of air. Ooh, that's a screw right there. That's what I was hoping to find. I just don't have one of those tools. I'm not going to cut my zone out. I think I'm making progress in there. I don't think my idea is crazy yet. I really don't. Now I need to get some form of cutting tool. Like some wire snips or something. That's good news. Probably should have put a sharper blade on here, but you know how that goes. That would have been too smart. Well, here's what's inside it once you kind of do it. So there's that one little screw head that you see on the videos. right there. And why they have this thing in here bolted down and whatever, it's pretty amazing to me. It seems like you should just be able to just snap something in and snap it out, but okay, so my next thing I'm going to use here is one of these like wire snippers or whatever. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit so I don't cut myself on these edges. See if I can see what's going on here. Well, that kind of works. Okay, so I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit, get and see really what I have to do. This guy right here is struggling a bit, but I just don't want to cut into anything. I'm going to have to go about it real slow. Man, doesn't that look like it just wants to pop out? I know there's screws in here though. And it really doesn't matter if how much I damage this thing, because I was going to have to pull it off anyways if I took the door panel off. So I have to do a little more sleuthing so I don't slice my hand on this plastic. Okay, check this out. I got movement. That's freaking bad ass. I don't think I've broken anything yet, other than this practice. I mean, plastic. Oh man, this is good news. I can just separate this little piece here. Look at that, you can kind of see what's going on underneath that. Wow, check that out. You gotta be a little careful. Oh, look at that. Looky here. There's those little clips, and all they do is they just clip right into these little guys right here. I'll show you. Yeah. Check this out. See those little clips? Those are little clips right there. And I just pulled it out from. Huh, I might be onto something. Okay, if you look right in here, that's a little clip and that's a little place. I haven't broken anything yet. Up against this wall here, I guess that's where the screws are. So to me, if I can just slam that other one down on these clip holes, I don't see why I need to put screws in. Okay, so I did a little bit more of a cutout, and there's a screw hole here. I'm really thinking that I'm just going to cut a little bit more and find a way to get this out without breaking these little dudes, but I think I'm going to do it. Hold tight. Okay, so I decided to get something with a little more power, and it cuts through this so much better. What's funny about watching these YouTube videos, when you got someone that really has no clue what they're doing, you're almost waiting for them to cut a finger off or something for more understanding. Look at that. Okay, you can see it here. Look, there's one screw clip. There's a screw clip. That's just a clip, and that's for the other screw. So you got to take off this whole damn panel, all this other stuff, which is really ridiculous, but this is way more fun, at least for now. Okay, so I'm really getting closer. Really getting closer. And this is what I'm up against when I get this thing in here. There's a screw hole and a screw hole, but you can actually clip a thing in here. See? I got to get rid of this one and this one, which is there and there. And then that's the other side, it's just a clip in there. So we're getting closer. Okay, we just wanted to show you again because I was hacking it up before. So those are the two little screw holes that you have to deal with. Clip, 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 clip. This is what it looks like sitting on here. So these guys right here are up against the door right here. So I just got to figure out a way without destroying the panel and getting this out. I think I'm getting close. I think I just have to cut these little things off here. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out a good way to get to this screw on this side. I think I'm making some progress. So you have to be creative, I guess, with this plastic, how it bends. I'm just trying not to cut anything on here, but I think I'm making a little progress. If I can just get this thing cut in half and move it away from the door, man, I'm gonna be golden. All right, let's try the big boy again. All right, you cut it down. There we go. Let's talk in this one. All right, look at this. I got separation. I'm making progress. So I had to use this guy to get in there and cut this. This thing works way better than these cheapy little things here, but now all I have left is the screw holes, and I think from here that's the screw hole. All right, so I have to just figure out a way to cut this thing off, and I think I can do it. Because once I get this thing off here, we're close, I don't need a screw. I'm not even going to use the screw. I just cut the plastic piece off. There's the screw. All right, that little dude, down. Now I got to surgically remove this side without damaging. See, look, this is just dirt here, but other than that little thing right there, not bad. Pause. Okay. Going in with surgery right now. Yeah, just so you know, these things work like a million times better than that little cheap ass one I was doing earlier. Okay, see, I'm making progress in here. Just get it out. And you can see in here, that's that little tunnel that the screw goes into right in the side. So we just got to get that guy off. I just gotta get this thing. Check that out. So close. I want to just break it. Okay, almost there. All right, I did this last time and it seemed to work. There's a screw. Come on, baby. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, this is just the tricky part, but again, way more fun than taking the door panel off. There's no great way to get these things off, but you just got to chip away. Yeah, I think we might have a little magic going right here. Yeah. Second screw, yay. Look. I mean, there's really no damage. And we're going to try to set that little thing back in there. Okay, this is my first attempt. Let's see how that thing. I can get that little guy in there. Okay, so these are good. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. This is going to snap into that thing somehow, but it's got some flexibility, which is good. And I think these actually might. All right, the key is to get this dude in first. Oh man, I just want it to snap. Okay, this guy is really what I need to get in there first, because nothing else is working. So, I'm going to use a screwdriver. Oh man, there's no doubt that went in there pretty good.
2.
Well, I think I got these things in their little spots. I mean, I don't even care. I'm looking right here where the screw holes would be. It wouldn't even matter if that's screwed in. This has to snap into these guys. So, I'm going to do the old-fashioned way. Make a noise. Oh yeah, I'm so close. Did you hear that? I don't know. So I'm not sure what's going on. There's a screw hole here, a screw hole here. I don't understand. Or here, I don't understand why those screws are going to make this clip better. They won't. And there's a very good chance I bought a cheap product. But man, hearing that noise right there makes me just get all excited. But I don't know what to do. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Well, turns out these little things right here, they're not clips. They just rest on these little metal things. I just don't understand why two little screws will make this thing sit down like this. It won't. It absolutely won't. So it might be just a cheap ass thing I bought. I did it. I freaking did it. Yes. What happened, I decided to look under here, and there was one little clip here that's kind of had like something like this. And I used a screwdriver to pull it away, and boom, check it out. Didn't have to take the door panel off. Yeah, I'm the same guy that builds models and has a bunch of parts left, but still looks like the picture. Thanks for watching. So here's what the other one looks like. This is the clip I missed. So when it was sitting in with these things resting on where they rest, I got this clip to go in right here. I didn't notice this one. So I kept pressing down on it and it was just like blah, blah, blah. So I looked in underneath the side and I got a screwdriver and pushed this thing down until it snapped. And voila, way more than taking the panel off.